Welcome to episode 15 of Locker Talk, your live show for the reaction of NXT TakeOver Unstoppable. And I'm going to give you an awesome recap of Payback as well. There's a lot of great action tonight, so I'm just going to jump right into the action.
Hey, what's going on here? What is this?
Oh, hey, Matt. I was just doing a live episode of Locker Talk.
What's a live episode of Locker Talk?
It's just this thing I do a lot when you're not around, just to keep the fans interested and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool thing. I'm glad you're here, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate you stopping by.
This is cool.
It's like a normal show, but yeah. So Matt's here. I'm here. This is a live Locker Talk. We appreciate everyone who's watching live. All zero of you. We appreciate that. I know you enjoy it even more watching it later this week whenever you get time to watch NXT or get time to watch Payback or get the internet. Whatever you're lacking right now.
Or discover who we are.
Yeah, that's the big thing. People just don't know us or don't like us. Either way, we're going to start off with NXT thoughts, and then we're going to work backwards to Payback and give you all of our thoughts. So the first match of the night was the number one contenders match, Finn Balor against Tyler Breeze. Matt, we were having a little bit of an issue with our TV buffering. The internet wasn't working very well. We were a little late after getting pizza to get this working right. So, Matt, why don't you explain to everyone what you thought about the match, because I really need to cough and I'm going to stop talking now.
Well, the match was solid overall, and I'm normally a Finn Balor guy, but I just thought Finn Balor was lacking tonight. He just didn't have it factor. The paint was cool. Overall, I think Tyler Breeze put on a better show. He had better moves. He had better charisma. Finn Balor just didn't have it tonight. Even though he picked up the win, I would have loved to see Tyler Breeze win.
Yeah, great paint by Finn Balor. The Demon was brought out tonight. I would have liked a little longer match. I kind of wish that Tyler Breeze would have won the match, even though it does make more sense for Finn Balor to win the fight against Kevin Owens again. But it seems like we have a pretty stacked number one contender spot with Sami Zayn not officially losing the match, which we'll get to later. Balor's a number one contender, and some other guy we don't know who came in at the end of the show. The Usos' older brother, I think, is who it was, but I'm not really sure. But our next match was the Divas tag match, Emma and Dana Brooke against Charlotte. And this was an okay matches. It was just okay. We were still having internet connection, so we didn't really get a good connection until about halfway through the show. But solid match. Charlotte and Bayley picked up the win. I think it's officially time for Charlotte to move on from NXT. She's done everything she can down there and more, and so I think it's time for her to move up to the main roster. Matt, what do you think?
I agree. It's time for her to move up. Like Koltyn said, we had some connection issues still during this match, so we didn't get to see a whole lot of it free-flowing. There's a lot of stop-go. What we did see is Charlotte just dominating there for a while, really getting rocked pretty hard for a little while. And we got our first viewer. Congratulations, viewer. Hi, Farmer. We'll be giving you a call later on. So
it's like CM Punk's pipe bomb when he said hi to Colt Cabana.
Yeah, Charlotte needs to go. I would love to see Charlotte versus Paige. It'd be great. Great to watch for fans. So it's I'm going to move on before I say great to watch again.
Yeah. The next match was the Rhino versus Baron Corbin match. The two unstoppable. Nice what they did there. Forces. Baron Corbin picked up the win. This is our last match, which you watch very well. I think we'll need to go back and rewatch these to get a really good view of what happened. But it went longer than 5 minutes, which was nice for Corbin. It seems that he's starting to become a little bit of a heel. The crowd doesn't seem to like him. And a lot of people just don't seem to like him. I like him. I love his finishing move, and really technically our hometown boy from the great city of Kansas City. But yeah, I think Baron Corbin can now move on to bigger and better things. Excuse me. Rhino did a great job of making Corbin look strong. It was a really good match, solid match. Matt, what do you think about this one?
I love his finisher. His finisher is Corbin's. I just don't like him. I don't like his goofy size. I don't like his goofy face. I don't like his goofy hair. I do like, however, his chest plate tattoo kind of reminds me of Punk. So I like CM Punk. So CM Punk. And
how the Blackhawks doing, by the way?
They're doing all right. They won the game yesterday in the longest.
Didn't that finish this morning?
Blackhawks game
ever
in the history. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long one.
I pulled it out.
We're getting off topic.
Yeah. I think Rhino had a great showing, actually.
He did.
He looked strong. He looked good. He had a lot of energy, a lot of stamina. So hats off to Rhino. I think both of these guys really pulled it together to pull off one of the best
match. The next match was the tag team titles. The realest guys in the room, the bona fide G and the certified stud. These guys are definitely not soft. Soft. And this was a really good match. I was really entertained by everything that happened in this match. Enzo and Big Cass were getting ahead of steam until the little blue-haired fairy princess Alexa Bliss, whatever she was doing there, came out and distracted them and pushed Enzo off the top, which apparently is enough to get a pinfall victory. And so yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I thought personally for me it was time that Cass and Enzo won the titles. They've been around a long time. They've been hunting for these titles for a long time. But it seems like we're gonna have to wait a little longer. I feel like they're definitely going to win the titles. They will be the next ones to win the titles. So I'm really excited for that. Until then, I'll just be happy with their amazing mic skills.
The match was good. Enzo did a great job. He was in there a long time. My only query with that match is at the end when Alexa Bliss knocked him down, and he just kind of fell awkwardly, but it was a fall that everyone takes, and it knocked him out for the 1, 2, 3. What I'd like to mention from before, Breeze was also pinned at a 4 count.
Yeah,
not just a 3 count.
What's with these referees? They didn't count when they were outside the ring.
Exclamation point.
Then he counted the 4 count in the Breeze Balor match. He didn't count during the Owen Zayn match. Referees were a little bit off tonight. I have a problem with that, but that's okay. Either way, well, that's just rude. Also, to Michael Farmer, I'm sorry the internet at work wasn't working. I'm sure you'll enjoy watching this. Afterwards, hope you're having a great job at work. Make that money and make your little brother proud. Our next match was, to me, the best match. I think everyone, or most everyone, would agree. The women's title match. Becky Lynch against Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks won, but that's okay because she's ratchet and whatever. But, man, this is a really good match. Really good ring psychology, I thought, from Sasha Banks, working on the arm of Becky Lynch, who dyed her hair really, really orangey.
Yeah, it was
bright colored.
2 cartoon characters.
It was. We definitely saw 2 characters, but great submission wrestling, great suplexes from Becky Lynch, bringing back Suplex City. But you can't say the B word because they're women. It's not right.
It's likely incorrect.
It is very wrong. Shouldn't behave in such a manner. It's not okay. But yeah, great match. Absolutely fantastic. Tore the roof down. Best match of the night. That's really all I got to say. It was really good, really entertaining. I'll definitely watch this match again.
It definitely had me on my seat for a little bit there at the end Wasn't sure who was going to pick up the win. Couldn't get on the same page, that's for sure.
No.
A lot of different chants at the same time. The crowd was really good up till that. It was just they couldn't make up their mind what they wanted, and then when they did want Sasha to win, it was two sides of the room, two different chants. Great wrestling on both sides. I agree 100%. This was the best match of the night. Great technical wrestling. Great smash mouth wrestling by females. What can I say? I'd watch it again.
Yeah, the Divas steal the show again. They've been doing this at NXT for a long time, and hopefully this translates over well to the main roster. But now to our main event match, Zayn Owens, number 2. This match started off good. Sami Zayn looked really good, despite having been previously injured. I'm sure he's still beaten up a little bit, but you could definitely see he took the Kevin Owens early in the match and was more than matching Owens punch for punch. A lot of brutal stuff in and out of the ring. It was fun to see them leave the ring, even though the referee forgot that counting was a thing. Tried to make it look like he was at the end. But a good match. I wish there would have been a finish. I wish it would have gone a little longer, at least until we got the finish that we got. But overall, you know, these guys have really great chemistry. You can tell they always have been working with each other for a very long time. And so it was entertaining. We're obviously going to see this match again. I'm sure we're going to see this match a lot in the next several years in WWE. And so we have that to look forward to. But Matt, what did you think of this one? I know you're not a big Kevin Owens fan, but
I am not a big Kevin Owens fan. I thought that like how Zayn just kind of beat the crap out of Kevin Owens and was just getting in his face, and then one little move like that.
I wouldn't say it was a little move. That would hurt.
Yeah. But
it knocked out Alex Riley, and Alex Riley's a tough guy. He's a big man. Rage.
But
sorry, go ahead.
I mean, Sami Zayn was definitely beating him up, and Kevin Owens just got up, and then a little tiny power bomb off of a ring apron, and he's just down. He can't get back up. I mean, sure, yeah, it hurt, but I don't believe that would stop the match like that. So I didn't like that. I didn't like the ending of that aspect. But Kevin Owens, I mean, that was his only actual power bomb during the whole match.
Yeah, it's his finisher, so he's obviously it's not gonna happen a lot. But yeah, he didn't really get in as much offense as he did until the very end there.
Yeah. Definitely made Kevin Owens look human and beatable by all means.
But still, in the end, he's still a terrible machine who doesn't care how much he hurts somebody.
But for being not 100%, Sami Zayn really stole the show for all men performers.
Yeah, definitely. And then at the end, some guy, Caribbean Jack or New Guinea Ned, I don't remember exactly what his name was, but some angry-looking guy came out. If any of you are watching know who this guy is, is he an indie guy, or let us know who this guy is. I don't really recognize him. So if you know anything about what was his name?
I don't know.
Some
Jack?
Captain Jack Sparrow. I think his name was Captain Jack Sparrow. Patent, copyright, whatever. But yeah, overall, solid show. It wasn't their best takeover ever. Obviously, you don't have. I don't think the matches got the same time, but like I said, the Divas match really stole the show for me. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Matt, do you have any final thoughts from NXT?
It was solid. It wasn't as solid, I believe, as the show we're going to go. This is what all this show is about, isn't it? Just one versus the other? I think so.
Well, here's my question. How's the sweet tea?
The sweet tea is perfection.
Thank you.
You know what else would be perfection? Gum.
Gum?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I have sweet tea, so I can't help you there. Well, my throat's really scratchy, so I need to keep drinking this. Either way, okay. I feel like we get a lot less focused when we're together. We might not be able to do this show very much. So let's move on to Payback, and subsequently we'll talk about Raw a little bit, which some of us didn't watch the entire show. Actually, that's both of us. We were out and busy during that time. Plugged to Buffalo Wild Wings. You got some good wings. So first match from Payback was. This is the part where I'd edit it out because I messed up really bad, or we would start the show all over again. But since we're live, we can't do that. Dolph Ziggler, the luckiest man on earth, against Sheamus. This was.
Should I call him?
Oh yeah. I'll keep talking. You can call him, I guess. We're getting Farmer on the line. I know you guys are really excited to hear him. So we're gonna give Farmer a call. And yeah, I thought this was a good match. I feel like this is probably the second or third best match on the card. These guys worked really well together. Here, make him be quiet. Basically, I thought that Ziggler maybe can be headbutting people, especially when it ends up opening him up. The chick stick guard is probably not a great idea, but it got Sheamus the win. It looks like he's getting momentum. But we have Farmer here on the line. He's going to give us some of his thoughts on Payback. And so, Farmer, why don't you let everyone know what your thoughts were on the Dolph Ziggler-Sheamus match?
It was just another one of the good ones. Probably not the best in the series I've seen. Hey, at least, Ziggler himself this time as opposed to the bro kick doing all the damage. So that was a neat little twist up.
Yeah, I'm just not entertained by Sheamus. I think I like Sheamus. I like he's a powerhouse and everything. He just looks slow and kind of sluggish in the ring lately. And I don't know if that's because he's, I think, 38 years old now.
So he looks like Big Show all the time.
Yeah. He just doesn't have that speed anymore. But Ziggler's night did not stop there.
Well, it did. But the next night, it didn't stop there. Anywho.
Yes.
The next match was the tag title match. Cesaro Kid against the fabulous New Day, Freebirds. The fabulous new Freebirds Day. Anywho. Cool. This 2 out of 3 falls. This I thought was the best match of the night. It stole the show for the second straight pay-per-view. Extreme Rules and Payback. I know a lot of people thought the ending was a little racist with Xavier Woods coming in and acting as Kofi Kingston. But just so everyone knows, they've done this finish before, and it's not just because they're black. So let's not go there. And an inside cradle, it's hard to tell one person from another. The referee was in great position. Let's point that out first. But it was just another great, entertaining match. I love Xavier Woods between the first and second falls yelling, Freebird rule, trying to get in the match as I was trying to tweet that, wondering if he could get in the match. Apparently the referee wasn't being kind. Farmer, what'd you think about the tag match?
I liked on the storytelling aspects, of course,
Yeah, I know.
Cesaro hit those uppercuts, which were amazing. When he held Kofi in the air for what seemed like literally 30 minutes before doing their tag team maneuver was pretty incredible, I must say. And, I mean, yeah, I don't think anybody called the Bella Twins racist when they came in and were literally every match popping out from under the ring. So I don't really think it matters that, these guys happen to be black. It's just a popular false finish we love. And actually, this time I'm not even mad at it. So.
Not even mad.
I think the only thing that wasn't said is the beached move by Cesaro as he tried to hit his move on Big E.
The botched move?
Botched move, but he couldn't quite. Beached move, botched move. I say them both.
Yeah. I went to the beach once. There's a lot of sand. I saw jellyfish.
But he couldn't get him quite up Can't really blame Cesaro there. Because,
yeah, it was a little late in the match. He probably should have tried that one at the beginning of the match. I feel like he could have gotten him up.
Yeah.
I said that wrong.
That's an innuendo there.
Yeah. PG show, folks. Come on. Get your head out of the gutter.
Yeah, it was a solid match overall. I totally called Xavier Woods and Natalia having a little bit of a disagreement, and there was no fight, but there definitely was a heated sense of urgency in someone slapping somebody, which did not happen.
Yeah, definitely. Next match, Ryback against Bray Wyatt. This is probably the match one of the matches I was least looking forward to. I feel like another one of those mess ups. Bray Wyatt, they're both bad guys who are really big. But I was actually pleasantly surprised by this match. I thought they both put on a good show, and it was had a big fight, not really a big fight feel, but they were both throwing some big punches. And apparently, there rumor whether or not that actually did break one of Ryback's ribs. We'll never know. But I was really impressed by this. I hope that they're done. Listen, I don't need to see these two guys wrestle again. Farmer, are you satisfied with how this ended, or do you need to see more from?
Nice. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this was the match with the really interesting DDT off the apron, I believe, which I think was a pretty impressive spot. I know they both hit a couple splashes.
Sure.
I mean, I think that happened, but yeah, no. I mean,
it's a weird pairing, yes, but when I was watching it, I thought of, all right, so you got this muscular guy who's kind of like, hey, he was probably varsity on his football team in college, high school, both of them, I don't care which one, character. And, each person who's extremely popular on every football team, high school and college, they're going to be insecure and they're going to have their demons inside. And I thought of that, Bray Wyatt picking at the popular guy who's good at everything, who's strong, just picking at his insecurities and bringing out all of those things aside. So I like that aspect of it, if that's what they were going for. It, I might be giving WWE creative team way too much credit. I probably am.
I think you're speaking from personal experiences here, aren't you?
I might be.
We had anyone on our football team that looked like that.
Hush.
I do believe Straz was on the football team. Shadaisky.
That's a fun last name to spell. If you ever want to try to spell a last name, that's the one you want. Shadaisky.
They're all big, strong guys. Manti Te'o.
Anyway,
I don't know him.
We're getting off topic.
Bray Wyatt's gained some weight. He's a tubby. So he was up above and a lot in the match. He hasn't wrestled in a while, but you'd think there'd be a treadmill somewhere in WWE's facilities. I don't like how he gained a bunch of weight. I mean, I have no room to talk, but you're getting paid to go out there and look good. So why don't you just go out there and look good and get your paycheck? Other than that, my favorite moment in this match is probably when Ryback was going off the rope, was going to come at him, but Bray out of nowhere threw his body into him. And it was cool. Yeah, it was just two freight trains running into each other. So that was pretty awesome. I don't have my glove right now, so I can't do my Bray Wyatt impersonation I know you all love. But we'll move on. Oh, also, we did not see a Wyatt family reunion like was teased, so that kind of upsets me.
But we did see Harper and Rowan last night on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anyways. So, the next match was a match of two guys who aren't really having the best weeks to start off with. John Cena against Rusev in another John Cena match. I mean, an I Quit match. Yeah, this was a little bit better than I expected it to be, as I obviously didn't expect a lot out of it. We all knew Cena would win. We all knew that Lana would Rusev because we don't understand a damn thing he's saying. My favorite part of the match was all the memes that came out of Rusev's face when Cena was hitting him with a laptop. My personal favorite was the one comparing Rusev to Corey from Boy Meets World when he yells Topanga because they're sad when they broke up, and they should never break up because let's be honest, they're perfect. If you haven't watched Boy Meets World, first of all, shame on you, and go watch it. Best show ever. Cheap plug. But yeah, it's a good match. Poor old Rusev eventually lost not only the ravishing Russian Lana to our favorite guy, Dolph Ziggler, who, if you didn't want to be him before, you definitely want to be him now. But yeah, what'd you think of this match? We'll just stop right there.
I was impressed by Rusev, I must say. He really gave it to Cena at the beginning of the match, and he dominated probably the first 5-10 minutes of the in-ring stuff. Definitely, destroying the ring to help with the acting, but Cena turning around is kind of boring, I guess. And then he has Lana quit for him because he can't speak Russian, and then apparently 24 hours later he can't speak English. I don't understand, but whatever.
Well, to this day, we do not technically know if he quit because we don't know what he was saying.
Honestly, I'm not sure if we care that much.
This was like a finish that happened in an I Quit match back in 2006, I believe. John Cena versus the late great Umaga.
John Cena was in an I Quit match? Wow. I thought this was the first one.
2 points here. In both matches, John Cena gave the FU or the attitude adjustment for the little kids out there, the attitude adjustment, onto the stairs in the center of the ring. And in both matches, both finished with the STFU with the ring rope. Only this time was a little more PG because he full-on choked Umaga, doubled the rope around the actual neck, and pulled. I mean, it was all right. I don't have any rants for it this week.
If anything, we should talk about what happened on Raw to connect our two-part to our show together. Who answered the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge this week? Kevin Owens. Oh boy. Wow, the internet flipped out at that. That was probably my favorite moment of the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge. We knew Sami Zayn was going to come out being in Montreal and all that stuff. But Kevin Owens was just a complete surprise. And he powerbombs Cena in the middle of the ring, steps on his title, and holds the NXT title up in the air, and then later announces a match for the Elimination Chamber. Really awesome and fantastic. John Cena really not having a great week anymore, thanks to Kevin Owens. But, Matt, do you have anything to say on that?
I believe John Cena will win that match.
Okay. Anywho, the next match was the Divas match, the Bella Twins against Naomi and Tamina. And I have in my notes here, who cares? And so that's really all I say.
Paige is back, that's why we care. Paige is back.
Oh, yeah, Paige made her return. Wait, did she return on Raw? She returned on Raw. Yeah, so no, we don't care about anything that happened in the Divas match at Payback. I still can't get into Naomi. I don't. If the only thing you have going for you is your shoes change colors, that's not enough for me to like you. Like, you can call her athletic all you want, but to me, she's just really boring in the ring. Has a terrible finish, and yeah. Anywho, moving on. Farmer.
Paige is back.
Okay, Matt.
I'm out of sweet tea.
I'm sorry. You want to go get some more? We should have brought it down here. Against Barrett. I would have liked to get a finish from this match. I would have liked it to go a little longer because these guys are really great in the ring. They're really great together. But it seems that they're taking Neville in a different direction. Sadly, that direction is Bo Dallas again. But yeah, it's had a lot of potential to be a good match. For what the match was really good and really entertaining. But I thought it would have been nice to have an ending, and it would have been nice a little longer. Farmer?
So yeah, Wade Barrett runs away and then beats him up after the bell rings.
That's
and
King
because of
Barrett to
that,
you.
He gets a shot at the IC title, and Neville gets a feud with, the greatest wrestler you don't know about, probably.
No.
Go Bo Dallas. Which is weird. I can't cheer against Neville, so I think they just hate me. But at least Bo will be on my TV.
Yeah, I'm thinking about boycotting Elimination Chamber because Neville's not going to be on there. The match here, it was good. I liked it. Shout out to Neville's teeth again because we got to see him a little more. They are British teeth.
But he has a mouth guard.
He does have a mouth guard to protect the tea-stained teeth. Tea-stained teeth, that's a good hashtag. It was a great match. Even when he came back or when Barrett left and came back, Neville still beat the crap out of him, and Neville was the only one that left the ring. And then the next night on Raw, they had another pretty good match. Well, no one really beat up each other. They just kind of got in a tussle. They threw a few fisticuffs. And then Bo Dallas got on the commentary team. And let me tell you what, I love the inspirational words. I really could use them. Love to see. You know what? Bob Ross painted Bo Dallas.
Really?
That's how inspirational he is.
That's really inspirational. A happy little Bo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, I just want it to be known that Locker Talk or any of its subsidiaries do not have any affiliation with Farmer or his views on life at all. Moving on to our main event from Payback, the Fatal 4-Way, Randy Orton against The Shield. I mean, against Seth Rollins, against the other guys, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
This was a really good match. It had a lot of good spots. I think Kane was in the match more than Randy Orton was, which is kind of weird. Or not weird. Is I don't know why they did it that way. But like I said, there was a lot of cool spots. It was nice to see the little mini Shield reunion with the powerbomb. I think people are thinking too much into it, expecting a full Shield reunion. I think that would be a step backwards for those guys. But overall, a really fun match. They had a lot of fun spots. A good way to end the show, which we know will lead to Dean Ambrose against Seth Rollins for the title at the Elimination Chamber. So, Farmer, what did you think about the main event of Payback?
Kane was great. Rollins, I think we can now announce that he has a new finisher that covered the curb stop. Gave him the pedigree, which I didn't think we'd be passing on already, but good for him. It'll be interesting to see if he can hit it on bigger guys, I think. That's kind of a thing I'm worried about, but, I mean, there aren't really that many big guys, I guess, so he'll be fine. Roman Reigns, I'm not really sure what this means for him, being as Ambrose still gets the feud and he's kind of left out in the dark, but I thought he actually was really, really good in this match. I'm sure them setting it up with all those power bombs helps, but it was really entertaining and, nice 2-on-3 match, I guess, sort of. Yeah. Well, Orton didn't really do much, so it really just came down to Ambrose Reigns versus Rollins and Kane, but I like that tag match, so it was fun for me.
Let me paint you guys a picture here.
A Bob Ross picture?
A Bob Ross picture.
Oh, cool. I love Bob Ross.
You take your Seth, you take your Dean, and you take your Roman, and you put them together back in the Shield. This is how you move forward with that. You have Dean Ambrose win the U.S. title. You have Roman Reigns win the Intercontinental title. That way, all three hold the big titles in there. And then Dean Ambrose beats them both up, takes both the titles, and we have Dean Ambrose. And Dean Ambrose is there. That's how we have a Shield reunion, let me tell you what.
I'm sure everyone in the WWE universe would love that. Hey, background noise. That's enough. We will hang up on you. Either way, that that is our TakeOver Payback reaction show. If you guys weren't able to hear Farmer, if that was just complete silence while Farmer was talking, we should have worked this out a little bit better. But hopefully next time we'll get a little bit better with that. Matt, do you have anything else to say?
I have one thing to say, and it's been out there for a while. We're signing papers. We have 2 weeks to get it done, and that is hashtag put Slater in the chamber.
Put Slater in the chamber. Nature Boy. Woo!